Hello and welcome to Big Orbit Games unboxing video of the new Imperial Assault release, Agent Blaise, ISB Interrogator. Immediate apology, I've probably got the name wrong. That's just something I tend to get wrong a lot. But aside from that, what I'm going to do today is just open this up and show you what you get inside. So you get your figure, rule sheet, agenda cards, commander cards, skirmish missions, deployment cards, and a condition card as well for a new condition in there. So, but rather than watching me try and cut through this, here's what I opened earlier. So, we'll just say that I do play the Imperial Assault campaign. I don't really play the Skirmish though, and in this video I'm mostly just going to show you what's in there rather than go through like any tactical depth or anything. So, like I said, this is mostly just to see what's in here. So first of all, you get a leaflet inside, so do not throw this away. Most people throw this sort of stuff away immediately. It's not an advert. On one side you have the explanation for some of the new stuff you get in there, including the new hidden condition, and then a skirmish map. Also on the other side you have a security breach, which is the new mission you get with him. So this is one of the new side missions, and you need this if you want to be able to run that campaign mission. So whatever you do, don't throw this away. So let's take a look at the cards you get in here. So we'll come back to the little cards in a moment. So we have here the one of the Imperial cards. So under surveillance, keep this card secret. During setup of any mission, you may place this card in your play area. When a rebel figure declares an attack, place one strain token on this card. At the start of a hero's activation, you may remove 3 strain tokens from this card. If you do, that hero suffers damage. At the end of the mission, discard this card. So that could be quite damning to your opponent, especially to your players, especially because it is kept hidden to start with. So interesting. Classified techniques. Keep this card secret. Another secret. Play it during any mission at the start of an activation. Ready one of your class cards. Then either discard this card or shuffle it back into your gen deck. So I can see already my Imperial player using this to reactivate his heavy E-web shooter. So yeah, that's a nasty card. And then we have here the mission Security Breach. So play this card as a side mission, and after rebels resolve any other side mission, discard this card and receive the reward listed below. Because of course with the Imperial ones, if the rebels don't do them, you get rewards. And the reward is the Agent Blaise ISB Interrogator Villain. So, speaking of, let's take a look at his card. So, it's cost of 6. He's got quite a few surges here. So, surge for damage, so you could potentially double surge for 2 damage. Pierce 2 and +3 accuracy, all on surges there. So, nothing default or passive, but lots of choices there for your surges. Action, activate agent. Resolve an optional deployment. During this deployment, reduce the deployment cost of spine trooper groups by 1. That could be very useful for reinforcing. And then for a surge, menace. So increase, I'm going to say dodge by 1. So I could have the symbol wrong. I'm pretty sure it's not evade, I'm pretty sure that's dodge. So yeah, that's a pretty powerful ability on there. I mean, again, it costs a surge to do, but he's got 8 health, 4 speed, black defense dice, and then green, yellow on his attack. The extra dice being useful because he doesn't have any sort of innate natural abilities. He needs those extra surges there, really. So again, we have the skirmish version here. So effectively all the same, apart from adapt. The first time your opponent plays a command card each round, choose a spy or trooper. That figure becomes hidden, which I'll come to in a moment. And for a surge, interrogate. Look at your opponent's hand and choose a command card. You may discard a card of equal or greater cost from your hand to discard the chosen card. Ooh, so quite disruptive to your opponent. And we have the Xylo technique. I've probably mispronounced that, but I'll go with it. So, exhaust this card while a friendly figure is defending to reduce the pierce value of the attack results by 2 to a minimum of 0. While a friendly figure is defending, you may discard a command card to apply a +1 evade to the defense results. Limit once per attack. Wow, that's a very useful card. Quite defensive, helping you keep your troops alive, and as the image shows you, probably keeping Vader alive. Then we have under here the two skirmish missions. So we have to your stations. So end of each round, each player gains 3 victory points for each security station they control. Then for each security station, the player who controls it chooses a hostile figure in line of sight of that security station, and they suffer 2 damage. That's quite a brutal mission. And now we have Reconnaissance. So setup, each player claims 5 mission tokens that match the colour of their deployment zone. Tokens represent holocams. Figures can attach holocams, so health 4, defense 1, evade. And the end of each round, each player may place 1 holocam he has claimed in the space adjacent to one of his figures. Then each player gains victory points equal to the number of hostile figures in the line of sight of one or more of his holocams. So there's going to be quite moving around and positioning in that one, and you might want to end up sort of splitting your forces up, so your opponent isn't going to be able to claim too many victory points off of that. So 2 interesting skirmishes there. Then we're on to the cards. So we have the Espionage Mastery. So this is for Agent Blaise. Use after you resolve Interrogate. Return your discarded command card to your hand, then draw a card. So use an ability and gain a card. Can't complain at that. Intelligence Leak. So use during your activation to look at your opponent's hand. You can choose and discard a command card from it, but you then suffer strain equal to that card's cost. So that's fair enough. You're disrupting them, but at least there's a little bit of a downside. Collect intel. Use at the start of a round if you have 1 or more spies on the map. Look at your opponent's hand. Information is power, so collect intel is very useful. And we have 2 of those. And then we have the hidden condition. So beneficial condition. So while defending, apply -2 accuracy to the attack results. And while attacking, apply +1 surge to the attack results. But after you attack, discard this card. Or discard the condition. So the +1 surge is really useful on the attack. My favourite bit though is the -2 accuracy, 'cause it just means your opponent's going to find it that little bit harder to hit you. And then we're on to the figure. Now I'm going to point out immediately that this is nothing like the artwork on the box. You know, I'm not. It doesn't make me too happy that they've completely altered it. And I'll just show you, because the ISB Infiltrators villain pack, as you can see, is much more fitting of this guy. However, according to this packaging, he should actually be helmeted. So, you know, it's such a petty thing to gripe about, but the artwork should match the figure, you know? But anyway, so look at this pose. I mean, this is a great pose. You know, rifle in hand, helmet under, elbow, fist raised in defiance. Get them. Or you could do the negative of the I'll get you next time gadget, you know, some kind of, you know, exclamation like that. And then, as always with Imperial Assault figures, there's lots of little details all over it, all the little pouches and stuff on his trousers and over his jacket and stuff. You know, the armour's nicely carved, it's not just one single flat piece. You know, there's plenty to it, and you can really see the expression in his face if I sort of bring it close to the camera. It's a shame about the mould line down the side of the head, but then, you know, you can't always get away with that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a really nice model. I mean, most Imperial Assault models have been fantastic, but that is one very, very nice dynamic model. So there we go. That is everything you get in the Agent pack. I say this one is, I personally think this one's a bit more focused towards skirmish players. It'd be interesting to throw it into campaign play, you know, make him out to be a bit of a villain sort of thing, but yeah, a bit of an arch nemesis for your players if you're the Imperial. But generally speaking, I think much more focused towards the skirmish play for this one. So there we go. So that's everything you get in the box. So remember, everything you've seen here today, all the individual components can be bought and sold on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Remember to like and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.